difference when watching content. Samsung does have an overall better screen resolution than iPhone. Alongside that, it's also slightly brighter too. But honestly, you won't really see any big difference between the two, even in direct sunlight. Regardless though, the Samsung is just slightly better than the iPhone. And when it comes to reflections, the screen on the Samsung is again slightly better at handling glare than the iPhone. But even though these massive screens are slightly different, they do have something in common: the glass. And you know what glass does? It breaks, which can totally ruin your $1,000 phone, especially if you've got a massive screen like these. And I've learned the hard way, you've got to be really careful. Or if you just want to forget about worrying altogether, I suggest you get a case. And I actually found the best two cases for these phones that I just had to show you guys. Because not only can you slap it on to protect your phone, but it's also got a special feature, and that is MagSafe, baby, on the S25 ULTRA, which is one of the biggest features I've been wanting on Samsung for like ever. It's called the Halo Lock Classic Hybrid Case from ESR that you can also get for the 16 Pro Max in a couple different colors. And a little bonus about this case, the camera button actually works unlike other cases, and ESR also have this sick wireless car charger that's specifically made to work with both the S25 ULTRA and the 16 Pro Max cases, which also cools them down while charging. Sweet! So if you want to protect and charge your phone in style, then check out the link to ESR down below. But back to who's got the better screen, well, because the Samsung is slightly brighter and higher res, it gets the point. Okay, so we all know that Samsung has Bixby and the iPhone has Siri. But now the S25 ULTRA also comes with Google Gemini alongside Bixby. And the 16 Pro Max has ChatGPT alongside Siri. And for the most part, both of them will give you some pretty solid answers no matter what question you ask them, even if it is a pretty random would you rather question. But from a ton of testing, I have found that ChatGPT on iPhone almost always works smoother than Gemini on Samsung. ChatGPT's answers are just way clearer and straight to the point. But not only that, from my experience, Gemini's answers are inconsistent and loses its conversational memory. So in comparison to ChatGPT, Gemini kind of feels like a goldfish. So even though Gemini and Bixby have improved, it is still just harder to hold a conversation with it than with ChatGPT. So the iPhone takes the point. Okay, now Samsung have made huge advancements with speed, and I have 3 tests to test it against the iPhone. The first one is the power test. Pretty simple. Let's see which one turns on faster. Ooh, no surprise there, the S25 ULTRA beat the 16 Pro Max, but by just a few seconds. As for gaming, I tested a few games like Alien Isolation, which is actually a console game, and the performance was super smooth on both phones. I even tested out Genshin Impact on max settings, which is one of the most demanding games out there, and again, they both felt super snappy. As for the third test, this one was about who could export 4K footage the fastest using an app called Lightcut. And this one really surprised me because iPhone actually beats Samsung here by, as you can see, quite a lot. I mean, overall, both phones do have blazing fast chips that will get the job done, and you barely notice the difference between them. But overall, the S25 ULTRA is slightly faster than the iPhone, so it gets the point. So, one of the biggest perks of having a top-tier phone is all the advanced features they come with, like advanced search, which on the Samsung is called Circle to Search, and on the iPhone is called Visual Lookup. And both work really well. They can both also summarize any website right in their browser too, and can even create stickers from basically anything you'd like. But the iPhone does take it a step further by allowing you to create stickers of people, whereas Samsung just doesn't have that. Then both phones can also generate images, including images based on people in your photos. And speaking of photos, they can both do advanced photo editing, but the Samsung does take it up a level by letting you generate entirely new elements in your photo. Okay, cool. The S25 Ultra also comes with a new feature called Now Brief, which is kind of like a summary of your entire schedule. The iPhone, on the other hand, doesn't have that, but it does have these really convenient message summaries. And you can also rewrite text or generate